That tall tale. We're going to go back in time a little bit now. We're going to go back to 1971. In 1971, who would ever think that 12 years ago Irish men and women had money to talk about? Pounds, shillings and pence. That was before D-Day, which changed everything. Decimalisation took over our lives, leaving us not without a penny, but without a shilling. Change was in the air then. RTE changed from black and white to colour just in time for the Eurovision Song Contest in Dublin's Gaiety Theatre. That year, Portadown girl Angela Farrell sang One Day Love for Ireland, but it was Severine who stole the honours for Monaco. At the same time, the referendum was being prepared to ensure that one day we'd all become Europeans. Jack Lynch was Taoiseach then. That was soon to change. And the opposition leader, Liam Cosgrave, announced that Fine Gael was not for sale in a coalition. Some things are meant to change. Two famous Seans died that year. Composer Sean O'Riordan and the man who was responsible for the economic boom in the 60s, Sean Lemass. Some of the changes were a little confusing. Men were inclined to wear their hair long, and journalist Mary Kenny wore hot pants and smoked a pipe. That was before she changed her ways too. Women's lib had arrived in Ireland, and in 1971, words took on a new meaning. Women became feminists and men became chauvinist pigs. And the kitchen sink became a couple of dirty words, really. Down in the pubs, women ordered pints and everyone was singing. Singing pubs were booming, and one of the biggest stars on the cabaret circuit at that time was my special guest tonight, Nita Norry. And how lovely it is to see you. How many?
Thank you.
12 years later.
Yes, so last time I appeared in your show, I think it was 11 or 12
My
years.
goodness. Listen, I know that you have had a very rough time over the last few years, Nita.
I have, yes. Yesterday, now the 13th, it was 7 years since I was admitted to the Richmond with a brain hemorrhage, which left me paralysed from here down.
But you're not now.
No, I have a limp, slight limp. That's all I have left of it, thank God.
But it must have been terrifying for you. I believe you were on your own when you got the hemorrhage.
I was in the house on my own, and I had to crawl quite a distance along the hallway to get to a phone. And when I got there, the phone was up high, and I had to, with one arm only working, I had to try and bring the phone down. And it was swinging like this, and I was trying to dial 999 with one finger, you know, and it was going, flicking like this. And it took an hour. Eventually, I got 999. And it was a full hour. Angelus was ringing when the emergency answered.
Was it really?
Yes.
That was a terrible thing.
But I had good company. Rodney Rice was on the radio from 11 to 12.
Was he?
He was
Rodney
talking all the time. I was lying on the floor.
So you had a little northern company.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it nice to have the
Very
little...
welcome,
At
I
the
assure
very
you.
least, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh, that was really awful. And you were in hospital then for how long?
I was operated in the Richmond. I was in hospital altogether for about 6 months. And then I was in physiotherapy for, well, it's taken up to now to really get back on my feet, you know.
Did you ever think you would be back on your feet?
No, I did not. This time last year I was fighting for my life. Or 7 years ago, rather. I was fighting for my life.
Yeah. You're from...
I'm a good fighter, but you see.
You are, aren't you? I believe there's a little touch of vanity about it too, that you wanted
Yes, when I saw my head shaved like a gooseberry, I thought, oh God, I've got to do something about this. And I started to get this arm working fast, to get tying on little
motivation,
scarves.
motivation.
Oh,
The flower of sweet Strabane. That's what Nita was known as. The flower. Did they call after you, how are you, my old flower?
No,
Did
no.
they not, as you walked down the streets?
No, they don't do things like that in
Not at all,
Strabane,
babe.
no.
Good Lord. You're going to sing for us tonight.
I am indeed. I'm going to sing a song that I sang in 1971. I made a record of it.
Right.
It's The Blarney Roses.
And it's your first time singing in 7 years?
In 7 years.
Good luck. Thank you. Nita Norry, ladies and gentlemen.
It's over in old Ireland near the town of Cautiondore. One day I met a damsel there, the fairest of them all. 'Twas with my young affections and my money she did go, and she told me she belonged to where Blarney roses grow. Can anybody tell me where Blarney roses grow? It may be down in Limerick town or over in Mayo. It's somewhere in the Emerald She blarneyed me, and by the power she left me broke. You know, did this damsel that belonged to where blarney roses grow. Anybody tell me where blarney roses grow? It may be down in Limerick town or over in Mayo. It's somewhere in the Emerald Isle, and this I want to know. Can anybody tell me where blarney roses grow?
Well done yourself.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
I might as well tell you, this time last week, Gilbert O'Sullivan has spent years building up a wonderful reputation for himself as a musician, composer and singer, and I very nearly destroyed his entire reputation last week by singing with him. Would you like to undergo, you've had enough trials and tribulations, would you like to undergo another one?
I don't think
With
that'll
me?
be as bad as the last one, though.
We could be Mickey and Flower. Are you ready for this now? If her eyes are blue with skies, that's Peggy O'Neill. If she's smiling all the while, that's Peggy O'Neill. What do you think of it so far? If she walks like a cute little rogue, if she talks with a cute little brogue, sweet personality, full of rascality, that's Peggy O'Neill.
It's the same old song they sing, I love you. The boys are all mad about Nellie,
And who's she?
the daughter of Officer Kelly.
I have her now.
And it's all day long they sing.
what?
Flowers are dripping with dew,
And they join in the chorus of Nellie Kelly, I love you. And their sweet Rosie O'Grady, my beautiful rose, she's my pretty lady that everyone knows. And when we are married, how happy we'll be, for I love sweet Rosie O'Grady, and Rosie O'Grady hates me. Oh, if her eyes are blue as skies, that's Peggy O'Neill. If she's smiling all the while, that's Peggy O'Neill. And if she walks,
cute little rogue,
and if she talks,
the cute little brogue,
sweet personality, full of rascality, that's Peggy O'Neill. So there. Ah, Lord, another bit of culture to keep you going for another week. Nita, well done. You did survive that well. My goodness,
Thank
you did
you very
indeed. That
much,
was the
Michael.
toughest test so far, nearly, wasn't it? Thank you, Nita. Thank you very much to all our guests. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll join us at the same time next week. So until then, on behalf of one and all, goodbye. Have a good weekend.
And now an opportunity to catch up with last week's episode